Okay, everything's good?
I think so.
Okay. Mass Effect. We're playing Mass Effect. It's finally time.
Legendary's finally come out.
Yep. I was just looking at the loading screen. This game came out in 2007. That's before you were born.
Yep.
So this will be... I've played this game a lot. I think, if I remember correctly, this game came out around Thanksgiving. So the Mass Effect 1, I remember spending like the entire week of Thanksgiving playing this game.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Out of all the games, this is the one I'm most interested in.
Welcome
because
to Alliance Military Database.
I'm hoping they've made some
Classified
changes.
information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
So, fun fact: when so for those who don't know, I've recorded and posted this on YouTube before, and when I did that, I knew I was going to be playing all 3 games, and the character creator is so different, or was so different in Mass Effect 1 versus Mass Effect 3, and I knew that I've had characters where that you made them in Mass Effect 1 and they looked horrible in the later games.
Oh, yeah.
So what I actually did was I went into the Mass Effect 3 character creator, created the character the way I wanted to,
Oh.
and then tried to match those presets as best I could in Mass Effect.
That's a good idea.
1. Okay, so to me, Jennifer Hale is the canonical Shepard. So there are so many interesting dialogue choices that happen with FemShep. So
Please
we're
log
going to play
in
that.
to access your profile.
Name. We had some debate on what to use for a name. Uh oh. Okay. Apparently we're going with Jane because.
Can we go
Warning,
back?
data
I don't know.
corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
Let's hit
Please
back.
log in to access
Okay.
your profile.
How do I just hit back? Okay. What do we want to call?
I don't know.
Oh, this
Time to
is
start brainstorming.
this fan is. Well, I like Commander because that's what everyone calls you. You think that's stupid?
Yes.
We could call her June, because June the cat's sitting on your lap right now.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
June it is.
Good job, Junie. You're gonna save the galaxy.
Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
Okay. So in later games, this is just kind of a throwaway choice, but there are some different dialogues that happen in later games. The one that I remember the most is Spacer. So with this one, you actually do talk to your mother in later games.
Yeah.
You want to read each one? So this one is you're born on the streets on Earth. You were kind of in the bad section of town, and you joined the military to get out of that situation. This one, you were out in the Traverse, and slavers attacked your colony, kind of like the Collectors do later. And Alliance saved you, so then you joined the military. And this one is your parents were in the military. You grew up on a ship with your parents, and so you've known the military your entire life.
I sort of like Spacer.
You like that one the best?
Yeah.
Okay.
Confirm
it's my gut
psychological
choice.
profile.
Okay, then there's a second choice. So these are pretty self-explanatory. War hero.
I'm leaning towards Soul Survivor.
Okay.
Confirm military specialization.
Now, Mass Effect 1. The classes change so much from game to game. And the guns change a lot. I think they still have in Mass Effect 1 you have a cooldown on the gun.
Mm-hmm.
I think they kept that in the new version, in their re-release. By far my favorite class is Vanguard in Mass Effect 3. I'm thinking of just doing that the entire game. I've never played Vanguard in 1. I know it's not as cool as in 3 though.
It's up to you. You're going to be doing most of the shooting. and
Oh, that's the other thing is,
combat
if I
stuff.
remember correctly, you can use any gun. You won't use them very well. So as you know, if I was a biotic, I could still use all the guns. I would just be bad at them. Okay, I think I'm gonna try it. I want to see what Vanguard is like. I think I've played Sentinel before. I've played Adept. I think I've played Soldier, Engineer, Infiltrator, and Vanguards are the ones I don't think I've played in Mass Effect 1 before.
Facial identification.
Okay, this is the hard part. Okay, you're gonna have to help me with this.
I'll help. Want to be good?
Yes, but you can be the greatest soldier, but you have to look fabulous too. I like that one, maybe.
Yeah, I like that one too.
I don't know if scars carry over into 2.
I don't think they do
Profile
because
reconstruction complete.
Okay, I think we're good.
Identification confirmed.
Yeah, I was gonna play on veteran. I've played on insane or whatever the hardest level in the original was. Yeah, but some parts like the Benezia fight, they're just not fun playing like that. I don't know what the scaling difference is in legendary mode, so I'm gonna keep it at that to see what it has. All these we can change later.
do insanity. Get all the achievements now.
I'm not. I'm okay with my Steam achievements, believe it or not. Subtitles. I think we're good. Oh my god. Hopefully the autosave is better in this than in the original. I've had times where I've had to replay long sections because of a stupid mistake. Score
Well,
reflection.
what about Shepard? She's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of her life.
Military service runs in the family. Both her parents were in the Navy.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
You want to read it? In 2148, explorers on Mars discovered ancient ruins. Oh, this goes very fast. They found mass relays out by Pluto, and then they found some stuff, and everyone calls it a Mass Effect. I like this intro. This is one of my favorite intros. Actually, I like the intros to all the games.
The Arcturus Prime relay's in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination.
ME1 about about 6 times getting all that achievements.
Relay is
It's
hot.
like, no.
Well, that was during the 360 achievement boom.
All stations secure for transit.
SR1. I like this shot here.
Board is green. Approach run has begun.
Oh, Master Relay looks cool.
Yeah, it does.
The
They definitely
energy core.
redid
Yeah.
that. I sort of like the original better, honestly.
Relay
Yeah, I'm not sure. I have to go back and look.
in 2,
It's neat looking.
1.
How many loading screens are?
I hope not many.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment, so you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble.
Is it quiet?
I
Is
don't
it
like
just me or is
having
it
them on
quiet?
board.
Oh, still a
Call me
little
paranoid.
quiet.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
You always expect the worst.
Well, bad feelings are an occupational hazard. But we don't go anywhere unless there's a good reason, so what are we doing here?
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the Captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Armor in this game is so silly looking.
Pigmo says it's not that different looking.
We're getting dragged right along with it.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself a hustle.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down in engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge?
Presley's a
And then
racist
there's
from what I
Nihilus.
remember.
Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
Info's on a need-to-know basis, Presley. Just follow the orders you're given.
Understood, Commander.
Where are you
It
going?
does sound like the music is a bit
I think
loud.
she wants to get on your lap.
I know she wants to get on my lap. She's not going to.
She's savior of the galaxy.
Uh-huh.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something
Is this not the... Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. This ship is so different from the other ones. Oh, yeah.
The
You
captain's
talk to
in
this guy
charge,
before he gets killed.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Do your job, follow my orders, and there won't be any problems.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on Akuz. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
This mission isn't about
Trying to help you
personal
here, kid.
glory, Corporal. We have a job to do. Don't do anything stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I hope we get a chance to see him in action. I heard Nihilus took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Oh, I got Paragon points. Oh yeah, I should check my squad. 3 points. Oh wow, this is still... this game is... one is so different from every other game. So, yeah, looks like mostly biotics. We'll put some points into here. This goes to lift. Oh, we need some, you want to do some charm?
Sure.
Or intimidate?
Charm.
We'll put it into throw.
Okay.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It'll give us a chance to talk.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
Is someone gonna fill me in, Captain?
We're making a covert pickup of Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir?
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime
in person is in
unearthed
4K.
some kind of beacon during
For anyone who finds their way in here,
it was Prothean.
I'll be posting 4K versions up on YouTube. You can't stream 4K because it's an insane amount of bandwidth.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big shit. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something.
Anderson has some face texture.
We need to bring the beacon back to the
that's what they were talking about.
Yeah.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human
Yeah, look at
interest,
that.
Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
It never hurts to have a few extra hands on board.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Just tell me what I have to do.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
You want to know anything?
It's up to you.
I know everything already.
I'm trying
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to
trying to think.
Captain,
Okay.
we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from
This
Eden
early
Prime,
isn't.
sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't. Need evac. They came out of nowhere. We need.
What?
Reapers.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
Ready and able, sir.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
Oh, not sure what that was either. Okay. Do you know what happens here?
This place got hit hard, Commander.
Yeah.
Hostiles everywhere.
See, so I have all the guns on me.
What the hell are those? Gas bags. Don't worry, they're harmless.
Oh, that's
Engage the target!
interesting. Where
All
we go?
targets
That one.
down.
Hey, thingy! Heats. Oh my god, the inventory. I hope the inventory is better.
Oh, right. Mass Effect 1 has the...
Worst inventory of all,
You have to
all
manage
time.
it, right?
Yeah. Okay, Jenkins, go get shot. Yep, still just as jarring. That looks pretty cool. Feels good too. I want to hit X to. Oh, that okay. X does something else in this game.
Rip right through his shields.
Oops.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Is this the way we're going?
Whoa.
I'm gonna need to switch my sticks so I have more control on it, right? I have a Xbox
Got some burned out
One
buildings here,
Elite
Shepard.
controller.
And a lot of
What I'm
bodies.
talking about.
I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig
There
site.
we go. That's better. Are don't remember too many secrets here.
Maybe they added some? You think?
They could. I doubt it. Move, you gas bag.
Like Klaus said, the OG ME1 experience.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm using a controller. It's easier to play on the TV. Okay, that crouches. That does nothing. Secret!
Metal pit. Metal gel.
Mass Effect 1 line soldiers had shields. I don't know why they didn't.
They said they went right through the shields.
Yeah, but in Mass Effect 3, they don't have any shields. Maybe they ran out of shields. Okay, good job shooting the ground there, Caden. Okay, that menu's still the same.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
Give me a status report, Williams.
We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
Any idea what kind of enemy we're facing?
I think they're Geth.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
You're coming with us, Williams. We need that beacon.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
Move out!
The beacon's at the far end of this trench.
No. Take.
Armor.
Did I get armor? Oh, I hit a button.
Oops. You activated meta gel.
Yeah, apparently white. Probably should. Knowing how this goes, probably should take them off those spikes. Oh, am I supposed to tell them to do stuff? Okay, that wasn't the right button.
Did you just have another meta gel?
I out hit age, yeah. So now I'm using the sniper rifle, even though I'm not spec'd for it. You just lock into cover. You have to hit A.
Oh, that's nice.
Bad guys. Bad guys. Come on up, bad guys.
Shoot him. There they are. There we go.
It's more. It's less swimming than I remember. Okay, let's try the assault rifle. Oh, that wasn't me. Ah!
Whoa! I knew there was more. I didn't think they were right there. That's loud.
Hmm. They're using tactics.
I think you need to use a meta gel.
That was why, I think. Need my shields to come back too. Shields go. That guy die?
Yeah, you killed him.
Oh.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
I'm not sure what popped up there.
Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Was that more armor? Excellent.
June's here! Come back.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
Okay, you can try some biotics.
Uh-oh.
What? They're just guys on space.
Oh god, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
Oh, they're not ready yet. Get your box so I can shoot you. No, that's too bad. They don't take the effects. What's that guy doing?
I don't know.
Yeah, it would have been nice if they added ammo to this game so it was more in line with the other games.
There's an ammo.
Oh, pistol. I got a pistol.
Didn't you already?
That door. It's closed. Security lock's engaged.
Minigame!
I thought they fixed these. Good job.
Gonna lose the first minigame.
Probably would have been good.
Humans. Thank the Maker.
Hurry, close the door before they come back.
Don't worry. We'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
I remember if you push this guy, he actually tells you what's going to happen.
Really?
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the Destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Williams,
Oops.
take us to the spaceport.
It didn't.
You can't stop it.
It didn't
Nobody
go over.
Can stop
Took
it.
over.
Night is
Oh, well.
falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
Oh well. Assault rifle. Gel. This is where you see Sovereign for the first time. Do you remember who that is?
Saren. Nihlus. This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
It's cool looking. I think there's more trees. Those buildings were there before, I think. Let's switch to this sniper rifle. Caden, you can use whatever. Works pretty well.
Husks, come in.
Come on, use the warp. Oh, use the warp on him.
A Turian? You know him?
He's a Spectre. He was with us on the normal.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
What are you doing sneaking around back there?
I am sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
What the hell are you talking about?
There were two Turians here. Your friend and another one he called Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
Where'd Saren go after he killed Nihilus?
He jumped on the cargo train and headed over to the other platform. Probably going after the beacon. I knew that beacon was in trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I had been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute that ship was descending, the next. Those Geth were swarming over the platform. Thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
See get so many items. And they clog up your inventory so badly. Are you hiding?
The guest's weakness apparently is melee.
Oh. Oh yeah. Come on. Switch to that gun. Maybe I will turn the difficulty up. I just killed that with a juggernaut in 2 hits.
And you killed a gas in 1 hit with melee.
Yeah. Move it. Got it. I do like the new UI for the guns. On the bottom left, looks better.
I don't think that's how you use a sniper rifle. Okay.
Is that how you use it?
I don't think so.
This always looked janky in the old game, in the original. We'll see how it looks when the train's moving.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Yeah, they cleaned it up. It always looked really weird before. Your characters are kind of jittering on the platform as it moved.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Yeah, we'll get them. Don't worry about it.
Easy for you to. Using biotics. That's what happens when you use the gun too much.
It's right there. Okay, I'm gonna start reducing stuff down to Joe now, so I don't have to worry about it later. I doubt it. What Iris is talking about is if they changed the cutscenes. I was hoping they would. I doubt they have.
Technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
This is your chance, Caden. You could be the hero. Oh, but I'm gonna be the hero.
No, don't touch it. It's too.
Yep. Slimy circuits. It's all gonna be slimy circuits.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
Loading screens are faster, but they're still
Dr.
there.
Chakwas. I think she's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shep. How are you feeling?
Like the morning after shore leave. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Where's the beacon now? What happened to it?
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. And the blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
Where's the damage, Doctor?
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology, blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction, whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
I think it looks pretty good.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander. Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck. It's been a hell of a shakedown, Cruz. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not going to be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
Whatever's going on, the Captain can handle it.
Absolutely, Commander. Anything else before we head ashore?
We're headed for the Citadel. When we get done with business, you and I should work out a Liberty rotation.
Some of the crew could use it, Commander.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Yeah. Big Nano said more moody shadows. I agree.
Looks pretty nice.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is on an M2
This is an
drive.
outrage!
This is on an M2 drive. This is on my
Step
fastest
in if
drive.
the Geth attacked a Turian colony.
Still loading screens.
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action.
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres.
This suit
Come
looks
with
nice.
me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
That's one thing I miss about the later games is you can walk around the Presidium, and there's so much in here, and you don't really get that in the later games.
You're trying to hack into his computer?
What? No, I'm not.
What the heck?
I'm not trying to.
You are.
How was I supposed to get that mission?